G'day, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm back at Brian's and he's been doing some work on my 1957 Ford F250. G'day, Brian.
Mark, how you going?
Yeah, good, thank you. I'm very impressed with what you've done so far on the 57 Ford.
Yeah, thank you. It's a bit different than what I normally do. I'm usually trying to make it perfect, and this is the other extreme. But
Yeah.
you know, if we can just make it look consistent and even as best we can, and then you can go on down the road, and at least mechanically it's restored. We'll just make it look a bit better. So.
I'm really happy with it. I mean, I always wanted to keep this. I know that we both say patina, overused word, but just keep the original kind of look about the truck. Yeah. It's got a lot of character. It's what appealed to me when I saw it advertised in Colorado.
Yep.
And as you can see, Brian's taken off the white grille. That's in the back. I'll show you that in a second. And I bought this grille a few years ago now, and so Brian fitted that. It's all nice and straight, and he's pulled this front out as well. I'll just quickly run here to a video where Brian's actually used, it's called the dozer, isn't it, Brian?
It's a dozer, it's just a hydraulic puller.
Yeah, I was amazed. It reminded me of Christine when it was Christine was bringing itself back to life.
Did you, by the way, did you buy the grill and then went look for the truck to meet the grill?
Yeah, no, I bought the truck first.
I did buy the truck first.
But I knew I needed the grill for it.
Because I've done that myself. I bought mirrors for a car once, and I bought the car.
Well, I bought an 81 Chrysler Imperial taillight once because I love the car, and I didn't have the car. I just used to have it on my bookshelf because I love the car. Yeah. And when I was at school, I did a painting of one.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, and then I bought the car. So, the taillights aren't good enough to put on the car anyway, and it doesn't need them. But just have a look at this video of Brian pulling out the front end sheet metal with the dozer. Yeah, check it out. That was amazing, Brian. I can't believe you did that. I couldn't believe how it actually improved not just this lower part, but the rest of it.
If you get it pulling at the right point, you kind of reverse engineering it. You're trying to actually reverse the way the damage went in. That's the ultimate.
That's what it looked like, didn't it?
Repairing a car.
Yeah.
Any dent, if you can try and reverse the way it was hit, is the best way.
Yeah.
But, it was under a lot of load, but it pulled out really good. It's funny how the whole guard sort of swung down, the whole shape of the guard sort of came down as it pulled out.
Yeah, it's amazing. It literally was like you were reversing the film. So.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think Brian's going to tidy it up a little bit more. We're just talking about that today around the sort of primer and stuff. What's it called? Red oxide that you put on there?
Yeah, it's just a primer red oxide.
Yeah.
That blends in with the car.
Yeah, it blends in fantastic. And he's put the parking light on the front now, which I'd ordered those. Because you can buy those. Funny enough, you can't buy the housing, you can just buy the lens.
Once the bumper bar goes on there, it'll hide most of that. It'll look
absolutely. Yeah. I haven't got that yet. I got a shipment of stuff from America yesterday, but I had a 69 Galaxy front bumper bar for my XL GT project, but not for this. I was hoping it was for this. I was going to bring it to you, but yeah, it'll be a chrome bumper too. So
it's chrome, is it?
Yeah, it's chrome. So it'll bit of bling to match the badge in the front, the new grille.
A bit too shiny, but anyway.
It'll be all right. It'll blend.
Let it get dirty and don't
It'll get dirty after a while. And then you push the dent out of the roof up here on the top.
Yeah, pop most of it out.
Yeah.
Without pulling the headliner out.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. What do you reckon?
I think it's fine.
Okay, I'll just leave it. That's fine. Just leave it. You're going to do some more work on that guard there just to fix that up. You've got the rust repairs to do.
There's rust down there.
Yeah,
Behind that
quite a bit.
So I've got to get in there.
And then here, Brian, you've actually made a huge improvement to this one.
Well, I've got it in the basic shape. It
Yeah.
was split in a few places, which stopped you actually straightening it because it would just flex too much.
Yeah,
So welded up the splits and then just knocked it roughly into shape.
yeah,
We can do more work on it if you want,
Yeah.
because I didn't think we were going to paint it to start with. I thought it was going to be left as it was. So
Yeah.
now that we've dusted a bit of primer on it,
and it blends in. It blends in beautifully.
So nice. We
Yeah,
might
I mean,
actually repair some of these.
yeah, I think so. Like if you dig that out or refill some of it and just smooth it and just give it another dust over,
yeah.
I think it'll be worth doing for sure.
Yep.
And then on the back here,
So I fitted that mud flap. That was a mount bracket that was broken right off.
and then what you did there, Brian, apart from making it look much better, is you made me realise that I'd put that on crooked.
Yeah, your one's crooked, my one's straight.
Yeah, quality's
Life story.
quality's job 5, but not job 1. But for me, not so.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they're on there. And they're also higher off the ground. I took some of the links out of the chain because they were sort of rubbing on the ground before.
Right, yeah.
And then over this side, you've done some.
So I just squared this guard up. This was all wobbly, out of shape like this.
Yeah.
It was split through the middle, and the same thing. It takes its strength out of that little return lip.
Right.
And it's hard to straighten it. So
Yes.
now it'll hold its shape.
Yeah,
So, like I said, it's in keeping with the rest of the truck. So.
yeah. So you've got the rust repairs. That'll be sort of stage 2, I guess.
Yeah, rust is the next big job.
I'm trying to talk Brian into fixing up the seat as well. The seat cover.
You'll fix up the seat.
Thank you.
I'll tidy it up somehow.
Yeah.
Yep.
That way you don't get a spring. And
Through your backside.
yeah, basically. And also I thought it was interesting when you were when you pulled this out, and then you were hammering some of this area here, like for it to keep its shape.
Yeah, so this 90-degree flange under here
Yeah.
actually is rigid, and that keeps it. If you don't straighten all that out, it pops in and out.
Yeah.
So we had to repair
I
all
thought that was
that.
really good. You had it under tension, and then you were flattening it out to hold it in place. I
If you
thought that
don't
was
do that, it'll go back.
yeah. And I think similarly, there was 2 areas. I think was
Was it
here and then
here
back here
mostly,
somewhere.
And it was sort of creased along up
Yeah,
here.
you did, this is very nicely done, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because you also didn't. See, if I was doing it, I'd end up putting a big dent there. You know what I mean? Like you've kept that nice sharp line too. So, I'm really happy with it. I think it's never a restoration, but I think it's coming along really well.
Yep.
So, yeah, I really appreciate it. And look, something a quick update. I've got the old grill on the back here. Show them I don't have a spare V8 badge, which I actually had, but I sold it to someone. How stupid was that? Yeah, well, thanks, Brian. Maybe I'll find another V8 badge. I have actually seen them online. They're not that dear. But this will make a nice wall hanger. I've got to put that eyebrow back on there, but it'll look kind of good on the wall, along with a whole lot of other stuff that I've got to put on the wall that I haven't put on the wall yet. So,
More wall.
yeah, I do. I 100% need more wall and more storage space. But yeah, thanks, Brian. We'll do another update when you've sort of gone through the rust work, and but that's going to be some time off. But appreciate all your help.
My pleasure. Thanks, mate.
No worries. So that was just a short update on the 57 Ford F250. Please give a thumbs up to all the great work Brian's done so far, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on a future episode. But I'm really pleased with what Brian's done. He's also going to put a exhaust system on it as well. It's just got a hot dog at the moment just to quieten it down a little bit, but I still want that V8 noise. So anyway, until next time, thanks very much for watching. Bye.